Doritos only time.
Welcome back to the NXL Windy City Major out here on the Premier Field with semi-pro teams. I'm blessed to be joined by my good friend Steve Schloss, player for Preferred Mob. How you doing, Steven?
Doing well. You know, after a couple of tall Bud Lights, doing a little better.
After that loss to Pbfit, we're about to watch Pbfit and Crisis play. What do you think of this matchup, Steven?
Well, I think it's going to be actually a very exciting game to watch because Crisis is out no matter what. They have nothing to lose, but they are not a bad team. So it's always dangerous when you ever play against somebody who has nothing to lose and they have the weapons and the power to take whatever they want. So I'm excited.
And Paintball Fit, in a different situation, they've punched their ticket to Sunday. So maybe trying to show some different looks, throw teams off. We're scouting them right here. Coming in, 5 seconds left on this breakout. We're looking at Paintball Fit, Colt Lukow, their big gun in the back center. Sending out Brody Lukow to the snake corner. He's checking himself. Crisis in the meantime, getting into the snake side wedge, delaying into the snake side Aztec. Looks like they got 5 alive, getting into the juice box on the Dorito side and killing one Pbfit player.
Crisis definitely scouted and have been watching Pbfit murder the outside guys, and they did the right thing and played pocket. They went deep up the center. They're pushing the Ds, 200 off the break. I really like the gameplay right here, and I think that they have the right idea.
Making it into snake one now, shooting cross, and then filling into the snake side brick. Really controlled, coordinated play from Crisis here. They've been together a long time. They're all experienced players. They communicate really well.
Didn't they win World Cup last year?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they beat Brawl in the finals. Yeah, Mid-Atlantic Showdown last year at World Cup. Crisis, one of those teams you can never take lightly. They're not going to move on here, but they're perennially giving teams hard games. They do lose their snake side tower player, so it's going to be 4-on-4 out here.
That's going to release the Dorito guy.
But Ref running in to check Pbfit in the corner. He's still alive. Trying to wrap and catch something on Crisis. Now moving into the snake. That's Brody Lukow.
We're going to look for Dorito push here.
I don't think anyone saw him go, and now we're going to have poison in the 50 snake. Actually, the snake player gets hit, so Brody is going to take over the snake wire. The snake brick player doesn't know he's there. Crisis player's dying in bunches. You called it, Steven. Dorito side push released, and Chavez immediately goes to work, peeling off Crisis players.
That's just good team paintball right there. Just read and react, playing off his guy, feeling the pressure release as soon as they got that call on the snake side tower. That's really the guy who's stopping the Dorito side. And Chavez, as a vet, he knew that. He sent it. He went for it. He's only going to take what's given to him.
Yeah, and Lukow, understanding when the pressure released on him, gets into the snake. Crisis loses their snake player at the same time. So Paintball Fit, down a body early, able to dig one out. That's kind of their MO out here, just being tough to beat.
Yeah, now we got this team, Ruthless Factory. Honestly, never seen these guys before.
Yeah, so it's their first event playing together. They do have Trevor Regan, a former Aftershock player, number 4. He's playing the one on the snake side for them. I think they're 0-3. They've had a tough event out here. They're going against New Jersey Jesters, who I believe have also been eliminated. A team you and I are familiar with. I don't know a lot of these guys' names, but I recognize all of them.
Yeah, we always wanted at the Jesters. I'm pretty sure Chicago, 2010, right?
That's right. We beat them in the finals.
1-2. 1-2.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
One of the other long-lasting semi-pro / D1, depending on the year it is, depending on what league it is at that time.
They've definitely had some turnover, but they have at least, I think it's Kavanaugh, who's number 7, who plays the one. K-Cav. Yeah. He plays the one on the snake side, and Chaz, who's got the long beard hanging out under his mask. He's been with the team for over 10 years. Trevor Regan tries to make snake off the break, but I think Chaz shot him. So it's going to be 5-on-4. Nope,
no one's covering Doritos
4.
yet. Okay.
Now Chaz fills into the snake side wedge, and he's going to stop the Dorito push for Ruthless, but Ruthless is actually already in the juice box.
Yeah, you got to be there. You got to be there early if you want to stop that guy.
Right. But Ruthless loses another body out of the backfield, so it's 4-on-3 in Jester's favor. They got Chaz in the wedge, looking Dorito side. We're looking at the Ruthless cans crossed up in the backfield, trying to keep a Jester's attack from developing, down a body.
But it doesn't look like this Ruthless player on the snake side is really looking to get out. I think he's trying to play defense, which is not the play.
Yeah, I think they just don't know where the Jesters are. You're not hearing a lot of communication from them, and they're also not rolling their guns particularly strong. which tells me that they're not sure what the situation is. And that situation is a 4-3. Oh, and just like that, it's the Jesters' signature. A badly timed major penalty to blow up their attack.
Let's see if they capitalize off this. Some other things are going on while we saw those reds.
I think there's one. I don't think there's anyone left for the Jesters. I think all 4 are coming off at once. Yep. So Ruthless still in the backfield and just, maybe there's a body left.
I think they're shooting at bunkers, brother.
I think they're shooting at bunkers and just trying to figure out the situation. I'm not sure they even saw the red flag go up because they were playing crossed in the cans.
There's no way this guy saw the red flag because he's still
he's shooting inside.
Side can.
So the Ruthless players are going to drill against some ghosts out here. Yes.
Surprised that the Jesters don't want to blow this.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay, we got the hand wave. But he stepped for the bounce.
Weird.
That was
He kind of signaled that. I don't know. That was kind of a dead player signaling right there.
That was
if you ask me.
100% a signal.
And shot by his own player.
And this guy, they're communicating with each other.
Ruthless is like, what's going on? Yeah, 4, I think, got shot in the back by his own player.
And he's not on the sidelines. I'm sorry,
and made a signal over there. So Ruthless kind of getting away from one. If we want to be snitches, we could talk to Rob the Ultimate right here, but I think oh no, I was being rhetorical.
Cue Rob.
I already snitched on somebody for being sketchy, walking off and trying to look like a live player yesterday, and now I'm snitching on Ruthless for signaling as a dead player, trying to let his buddies know that there's no one left alive. Real slow close on 0 bodies for Ruthless there.
Ruthless taking the first point.
So, Steven, tell me what happened with P-Mob at this one. Not another disappointing showing for you guys in your second event as a team.
Yeah, so P-Mob. Practice together. And when I say practice, I'm also counting the first event that we played together, Philly. 11 times total now.
No penalty, though? Oh, okay. So Rob's explaining what happened to the Jesters player right there. He got shot in the pod and then dumped it, trying to act as though he was just ditching a pod, but he had a hit on it, which is a gross major. Is
Cole playing soccer out there? I just saw him boot a pod.
Wow, Colt.
I didn't know he played other sports. Honestly.
I didn't know he played other sports either. Those Texas guys probably played high school football or something.
Honestly, good for them.
Good for them. They play a ton of paintball out there at paintball. I'm going to take a guess that Pbfit practiced more than Preferred Mob before this event.
We played together, like I said, 11 times.
Yeah.
As a team.
So still figuring it out. A lot of experience, but figuring out how to win together.
We'll talk more after this breakout. Here we go. Pbfit. Crisis.
Love it, Steven. Thanks for cutting me off. Crisis running out to the snake corner, shooting from the hip. Pbfit does make it into snake off the break, and Brody going straight into the 50 snake for Pbfit. He's going to cause some trouble. There is some heat coming off the pin, but Crisis going to lose one out of the backfield. Cody looking to get on the wrap here and crawling to Crisis' side. I think the
Crisis matches them.
Oh, he knows he was there.
Another side.
Yes, a Matt Rule-esque move on the crawl. Shoots Brody. Great move by Crisis number 19.
He may have his head in his pack.
I don't know. That looks like rub to me.
Nope.
It's a hit, and that's going to be a major on Crisis.
Unfortunately, that was an old hit, man.
Old hit. So that one's on the pit crew. And Crisis, just when it looks like they're going to make a great move and swing momentum in their favor, they get a major penalty. Pbfit's just going to stand in the backfield and wait for the concession there and go up 2-0.
That hurts, man. That hurts, especially when you're already out. That is just a big jab.
Big question. You think when he tells people the story about that move, he's going to include the major?
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know him personally, so I can't speak for that person. But yeah, that was an old hit for sure.
Yeah.
If I'm telling the story,
and
it was me.
He's pleading his case with the refs right here.
Yeah, old hit for sure, but still a hit. So regardless, you can't walk on the field, guys, with a hit on your pack. All right.
Steven, what do you say to your pit crew when you come back in after getting pulled on a major with an old hit in your pack? Nice and calm and composed, or are you getting a little animated? What would you say? What's your honest answer?
Typically, you make something up, and you read the room, and then you hope that someone shuts you up so that you don't have to keep digging yourself in a hole, and then you can say next point.
Yeah. Gotcha. Rob confirming that there was a hit in the pack. He said shot, we say old hit. Either way, it's a major.
A hit's a hit, brother.
Looking at Ruthless down 1-0 to the Jesters. Oh, no, up 1-0. I forgot the Jesters got that major.
Ooh, player takes a bounce to the snake off the break.
Ooh, that's tough. You need that hopper paint to be on ice in this humidity. Going 50 snake. That's K-Cab for the Jesters. Looks inside, makes sure the Dorito side wedge isn't there. Now he's looking to get on the wrap. Ruthless losing one out of the snake side can.
Getting heavily checked in the Dorito. Looks like he's clean.
Oh, shoots the Dorito one cross field. Oh, no, maybe missed him. I thought he shot him in the forearm, but he might have missed him. Now the snake side wedge knows he's there. He's going to try to back up and catch K-Cab. Risky move.
Oh, God.
I don't think he got the shot on him.
That's a minor. He did get the shot. The kid kept playing.
That's a minor on
really gonna hurt.
Ruthless.
Lots of flags right now in this moment.
You know, yesterday we didn't see a ton of penalties, and today we're seeing quite a bit more. The Jesters saw the flag go up. I don't think they know the snake side wedge is there. They got to be careful charging forward here. Nope. They shoot him out. Just the snake corner left in the worst bunker for this sort of position. Jesters begging for a penalty. Oh, no. Another flag up on the Jesters for overshooting? I don't know.
I disagree with that one. I will say that this is the best reffing that the semi-pro has seen.
100%. They've been
time.
great out here. They've been really on it.
And I think that the flags are just a result of semi-pro players thinking that they can get away with a lot and just getting shut down by good calls, people who are being attentive, enough referees on the field. Honestly, hats go off to the NXL for what they're doing on the semi-pro field with the webcast, the reffing.
Live cast. We call this the live cast.
Live cast. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I've been told 100 times to call it the live cast. I don't even think I gave you that note. Not your fault.
Hey, if that's branding, that's a branding.
Hey, that's team. Taking accountability. You got to own up to your mistakes.
So Pbfit, we actually just played these guys. Honestly, had a really tough time. They were keying up on our back guys, which was interesting. We didn't adjust fast enough, well enough. They had stronger guns off the break, but they really are looking to kill those two cans, which was interesting. They don't really care about the front guys. They know that the support comes from the back, and they just want to
shoot the shooters.
They just want to shoot those guys out and make an easy time for their front guys.
And you guys basically played into that hand by trying to play pocket ball against them for at least 4 of those points there.
We sure did. I think if you play pocket, you got to go deep up the center. I think that was our biggest thing.
I agree. I said the same thing. No brick runs out there. Nope. Only one snake run off the break.
Yep.
Sorry to rub the salt in the wound there for you. But
No. I already had those moments in the pits.
Yeah. Did you tell anyone that things are unacceptable today? Steven Schloss, one of his favorite words is unacceptable when someone's misbehaving.
I accept everything today, honestly. I welcome everything that happened.
Getting a update from the ref playing on for the Ruthless player in the Dorito corner and a talking penalty for the Jesters. I think the refs get a little tired of that New York accent and attitude, the Northeasterners. Maybe a little biased against us in that region.
Isn't it New Jersey, though?
New Jersey, yeah. But it's the same.
Close,
it's the same accent. Come on.
A little different. I feel like if you were from New York, you may be offended by that comment.
Yeah, you're right. What do we care if we offend people, though? That's why we got you in here, Steven.
I mean, I don't. I don't have a job.
And we're looking at Paintball Fit and Crisis out here. I think they got a 5-on-5 point out here. I haven't seen. Oh, Chavez walking off on the Dorito side for Paintball Fit.
That's an unusual death.
So Crisis now.
Colt understanding that and going up to this tower to do some damage control, stop the bleeding.
Crisis 5 up. They get into the juice box on the Dorito side. No attack on the Crisis side
player
yet.
Gets bounced at least, maybe
asking
got hit.
for a check in the tower.
I think that he's evading the hit, was calling on his head, but I think it happened on his shoulder.
I believe that's Caster out there, and Crisis all
nice
filling
fill
out
out
to
the corner. Great fill. Got detected, unfortunately, but that was a great fill. Interesting
and then
fill out
filling
to Bravo.
the
So they're going to look to push the snake here, guys.
Yeah,
they recognize that the snake is clear, and they know that if the snake is clear and you're in there and they're not.
And Colt is in the Dorito tower, but he's looking Dorito way, so I think it's just the snake side can that's
he just
holding
switched
up his
as you said
Now
that.
he switched.
He's kind of doing it both.
Colt is trying to play both sides right now, going lefty-righty, switching quickly, reading the paint. Crisis also has the Dorito side wedge, who's holding up the snake attack for Paintball Fit. Paintball Fit has the snake side Aztec, the snake side can, the snake side tower, and the Dorito side tower.
Do they for sure have the Dorito side wedge? Because he's not.
No, Crisis has the Dorito side wedge. It's just 4 alive for Paintball Fit. They're in the Aztec, the can, in both towers.
He was detected going into the snake. That's unfortunate for him.
Crisis keeps eyes on things, and they always communicate it.
It is not the move to stay in snake 1. I'm sorry. You gotta
Ruthless was doing a similar thing. So now Colt dips out into the second big Dorito. He's going to look to try to create some offense on the Dorito side as Crisis has the advantage on the snake side.
Crisis cleaning up their guns. That might make sense why he didn't want to go all the way. He's trying to get
Paintball Fit tries to fill out to the corner, but he gets shot. So just 3 alive for Paintball Fit. They're in the snake side can, the snake side tower, and Colt Lukau in the Dorito 3. Now Crisis is looking to generate some offense.
About 9:30 in game time right here, so that's why you don't see Pbfit really doing anything exotic.
Yeah, Paintball Fit hasn't really done much exotic out here. Besides Brody getting into the snake in the mid game, they're kind of just relying on having more sophisticated zone control and communicating and waiting for others to make the mistakes. As I say that, they lose their Dorito side can and their snake side tower.
Must have been a movement of Doritos right there.
I believe Crisis was in the wall on the Dorito side. Oh, and Paintball Fit had also lost Colt.
So let's hope that this Crisis guy doesn't pop up and shoot his dude. All right, cool.
So Crisis gonna get one on the board here to make it a 1-point game with 9:05 left. Pbfit running with their starting 5. No going to the bench. No, doing anything crazy out here. They're kind of still playing their game. I think it looks like they're trying to tighten up. They're taking this like it's any other prelims match.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Pbfit that I actually have a lot of respect for is they don't play to other people. They're aware, but they play their own game and they make other teams adjust to them because they're good enough technically.
Yeah. They don't
intellectually.
They don't worry about anyone else. And on this field too, I think their style of play of that slow strangulation really works.
The Python.
The Python, yeah. So now we're looking at Ruthless in New Jersey Jesters. It's been a flag party out here so far. A lot of penalties. 1-1 with 11:23, and the sound of someone vomiting behind me.
Is that Thomas Mantoni?
No, it's not Thomas. I don't think it was an actual vomit. It was more of a heave of passion and exhaustion, perhaps.
Letting the guys know that you're out there working.
Yeah. 10 seconds out here. We're looking at the New Jersey Jesters breakout. Looks like they might. 1 in the 3 is going to shoot Dorito away. It looks like they got K-Cav. Might run Snake off the break over here.
Yep,
he does. Right away from 3. Dives wide, gets shot. And Trevor Regan makes Snake and goes immediately to the 50 for Ruthless, who also follows up quickly. Ooh, he gets caught in the pack for sure. The ref did not see it. I'm almost certain he got shot in the pack.
100%.
Stump, former Ironman player, filling up into the Snake side brick. Jesters have another walking off, so just 3 bodies left alive for the Jesters, and they're all in the back 3. Just 2 bodies left alive. It's kind of just a matter of time before Ruthless closes this one out. Just the back center left now for the Jesters. Trevor Regan coming up. He should just hide and not let anyone see the hit on his inside. I see him doing, interesting hand movements around his pack strap, but I don't see a hit on the pack, so we could be wrong.
Saw the same thing.
The haters in the comments said that we were calling fake hits out here, saying like, oh, that guy got hit and then ditched it.
Well, the haters don't actually have to watch. This is a free broadcast. So.
I pray for my haters. They can keep watching. I love the feedback. God bless you all.
It's not an easy job out here, guys.
Steven, how much cheating do you think happens out here?
I do a decent amount. You get away with it.
You didn't have to say that, but I respect you for admitting it.
I think, so on the semi-pro field, you get away with inside shots. If you get an inside shot, you better be looking around. This event, you got to worry about the guys in the back line because there's a lot of refs sitting in the back line, which has been helping with those inside shots. But for a long time, honestly, it's been those inside shots should be gone if no one's running at you.
Thank you for the insight and honesty, Steven. We appreciate it. Crisis sprinting to the box. 5 seconds left.
It's never
just
great.
Tagging up. You hate to see it, especially in split deck. They do tag up. They do still run Snake off the break. Make Snake off the break despite
both
tagging
teams
late.
Both teams make it a good game.
See, Crisis likes to stop in that Snake 1, while Paintball Fit always goes 50 Snake off the break. Once he's in there, he's going to check and see if he has any wire presence and then try to get on the wrap. No shadows at this time of day. We got the 50 snake for Paintball Fit. They know he's there. And the snake 2 for Crisis. First engagement, no trade. It's Brody Lukow for Paintball Fit. And I believe that's Adams for Crisis, number 24 in the snake 2. It is. Colt Lukow in the snake side tower for Paintball Fit. Both teams know there's a snake. It'll be interesting to see. The Crisis player shooting inside. I think he wants to crawl up. I don't know if he's gonna do it. But he's tentative. He doesn't look like he really wants to. He crawls back.
22 knows that the only thing that can happen to him
Colt
is
gets shot though.
Down the
So
wire.
5-on-4 for Crisis. Down 1 with 8 minutes left. Paintball
Nice.
Fit in the 50 snake.
Really nice retreat back to snake 1. He's not going to know that, and it could.
But the snake side can player for Crisis knocks out a stake when he goes back, and that costs him because it makes the bunker lean forward more, so he gets shot. They also lose their Dorito side can, so things are looking dicey here for Crisis. This Crisis player, that was a good retreat. He's going to see if Brody Lukow is going to come and run and get him. I don't know if Brody knows how he retreated. Oh! I think that's
still,
a
no.
That's too bang bang. You're right.
Unfortunately, the angle of that run, he's going to get the trade no matter what.
Right.
It would just have been something if he was crawling.
Right.
Snake 1 would have got the best of him,
But a trade on this side, and Crisis lost their back line, so I think there's 3 alive for Paintball Fit and just 1 for Crisis in the snake side tower. Another death. All right, so it's 2-on-2 for Crisis. Make that a 2-on-1. Oh, big launch! That's going to be bang bang every time. Crisis has another.
That's for sure.
Major
penalty.
on Paintball Fit.
Yeah, 100%.
No one to pull because his gun was up and then he went down.
I mean, that's just an old-fashioned spin.
So that's going to be. I thought he was switching when he came around.
He was not switching, no.
So Paintball Fit is going to start with 3 in a tie game to Crisis. 6 minutes and 46 seconds left.
A little bit of entitlement on that penalty.
Interesting, yeah. Talking to the players.
Yes.
No headgear, I respect that.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, Crisis player saying, you got that on the back of your head, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know he spun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Crisis...
Oh, yeah, we got it on live. Don't worry.
Oh, no, he's Paintball Fit. You think it wasn't a spin?
It was.
Paintball Fit,
in the back of the
Paintball
head
Fit
first.
saying not a spin. Their coach is over here. He wants an explanation. I really like his laminated sheet over there. I got a lot of lines on it. I got a lot of marker writing. That's a good sheet. As a former coach, really fetishize the sheet, the laminated sheet with your layout and all your lines and secret codes.
So this is an interesting ball game right here, right? 1-2.
No, it's going to be 2-2.
2-2,
Yeah,
down
after the
2
swing.
start.
Yeah. Now we're looking at Ruthless and New Jersey Jesters. 2-1 for Ruthless. Head ref Rob clearing things up for everybody. Real tough job, Rob. He's catching just abuse from these coaches all weekend long and handling it with extreme poise and grace.
As you gotta.
You gotta. I don't envy him.
No, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But you respect the guy.
We have a ton of respect for Rob catching abuse all weekend long. He just gave us a big salute.
And he still stands strong.
He stands strong. He's got a
deflated.
digital camo bucket hat and a camo drawstring bag. Pretty good Crocs. Pretty good ultimate ref look.
Yeah, he's got the Crocs, dude.
We got some fans right here. Some P-Mob guys coming over to disrupt our broadcast. Doug White being inappropriate in my ear. Ruthless now up 1 against New Jersey Jesters. Trevor Regan legging out to the snake off the break. He's had pretty good success. I think he got shot in this pack crawling around. He did. So Jesters get their kill off the break from the snake side. I think I might have seen another one walking off on the Dorito side. No. So it's a 5-on-4 in the Jesters' advantage. They're rolling their guns and talking it up. Hanks
gets into the snake
undetected, which is huge.
That should be
no wire presence over here. He's going to stop and look inside at the snake too. He wants to load his gun. Now he's going to go 50 snake. Check, make sure he doesn't have a corner. Oh yeah, you're right. That's number 11 for the New Jersey Jesters. Going to get on the wrap here. Doesn't know where Ruthless is at. Now he's going to look and try to shoot the Dorito 1. He does.
In the face.
Shoots him in the face. The Dorito wing player for Ruthless knows that the snake is there now. He comes across, steps over the wall, shoots another on the Dorito side. Goes to sleep on the wing player, though. He gets picked up by the back line coming into close. Really strong point for the Jesters there. Killing one off the break, getting down the snake. Back line filling up behind him to tie up the game 2-2.
Yeah, Jesters just really relying on their guns there to do the work, and they capitalized. They got exactly what they wanted, and they played it out.
I think Trevor Regan made it clean, but then his pack came up on the crawl, and that's when he got shot there. I think he needed his belly in the dirt as he crawled into the snake one.
Who would have shot that guy?
Oh, I don't know. That's just how it looked from here.
I buy it.
So just 3 players for Pbfit. They got a major penalty for spinning on Crisis at the last one. So we're going to see Trent Mason, Chavez, and Rogers out here. Rogers probably going to make a deep run here. They're probably going to run snake off the break. And if he gets shot, they'll just blow it. And I expect Trent Mason
in the can. They're going to do 2 cans.
2 cans and snake off the break. What's your breakout? Tie game.
They're going to want to shoot someone, and they have the confidence in themselves to do that, to at least make it a 34.
Let's see here. Rogers, 3-point stance. He's going out to the corner. No snake off the break. I call that 2 cans and snake off the break. He makes it. Price is staying back.
I would probably blow
the tower.
Right
no, they're 3 alive and in the snake with no one matched on Crisis. I give him. Nope. Now he gets shot. So just the cans. Oh, but a minor penalty on Crisis. So it's a 2-on-3. Paintball Fit, I bet, has a ton of confidence in this 2-on-3 against Crisis here.
Who's the 2? We got Mason
and Brody Lukow, I believe. And so it's Crisis in the Snakeside Tower, the Snakeside can.
They're just going to keep the cross.
And one on the Snakeside Dorito. Crisis sorry, the Dorito can for
Crisis players not aware that they killed the snake. That's very unfortunate because that's going to give Pbfit more time to close the gaps.
So Crisis gets into the Dorito one. They're in the Snakeside can on the cross, and they're in the Snakeside Tower. He's playing like the snake's going to pop up and juice him. But no paint coming down the wire. I wonder if he'll figure it out. You know, now he's checking inside, like, is there a snake? Is he there? Wouldn't he have wrapped on me by now?
I think the guy to see the snake kill was the one who got the penalty.
Meanwhile, Trent Mason coming through the center. Oh, shoots 2, but I don't know. I think that's going to be another major on Trent Mason.
I mean, it doesn't get more of a major than that.
And so, wow, and he gets a minor, so that's going to blow it for. So Crisis is going to get the points.
Players hitting the pack, front of the pack. I know it's a tough nick.
I think one player for Fit was pulled, but that means they still have another to pull. So they would start with 4.
Was it a major or yellow?
It was a major. No. Listen. So please don't talk to me. He gets a major for playing on. They pull 1 on that major for Paintball Fit, so you still owe 1 on that major. Then he gets a minor for talking after that.
So that's down 2.
So that's down 2
so another 3
for Paintball Fit. So another 3 on 5, except now you're going to be down 1 point.
I told you this game was going to be interesting. Did I not say that?
And that's 2 majors on Trent Mason and a minor in 2 consecutive points.
He's a great player, man.
Yeah, just, it's tough when you get nicked on the pack.
I respect riding the line too. It's just tough if you got that red beacon on you from the last point. You gotta ride the line a little bit, varying to the other way.
Talking to Rob here to get the update. So it was a major. Did he also get a minor for talking after? And so how many players will Paintball Fit start with? So Paintball Fit confirmed will start with 3 again after the major minor double serve on Trent Mason, 2 straight points. I don't know if we'll see him again this match.
We sure will. We'll see him next point.
You think so?
Absolutely. Which I think is the right play call for the coach, right? You don't want to sit one of your best players because they got a penalty. You want to get that guy back out there. You want to have the talk. He already knows what he did.
I don't know. 2 majors in a row, I'm sitting that guy.
Good thing for them there. You're not coaching them. I think you got to get that guy back out there for rebuttals.
Yeah, Steven Schlaw is telling it how he sees it out here. We expect no less from him. Looking at the New Jersey Jesters breakout in a 2-2 game against Ruthless Factory. Stopping at the box to shoot snake side, and they do shoot the snake off the break.
Jesters playing the pocket again. They really are relying on their off the break shooting.
And it's working for them. They're shooting the snake off the break consistently. Ruthless keeps trying it. Ruthless also loses their Dorito side tower off the break, so it's 5-on-3 for the Jesters. Storming back, I believe they were down 2-0 to start this match.
Something's
Ref coming in to check
here.
a guy moving up. They're going to get a penalty. Nope, no penalty. But it's 4-on-3 and the Jesters' advantage now. Chop, that's I'm not sure who that is in the Dorito 1 for Ruthless. They have the Dorito 1 and the Dorito can. Hank Stump trying to fill out to the snake corner. He gets chopped up, so just 2 bodies make that 1 body left alive for Ruthless. Jesters trying to figure out the situation. They're in the snake now. Just 77 for Ruthless in the Dorito 1.
There's something going on inside now.
Getting into snake 2 now, getting on the wrap. The Jesters don't know how many bodies they peeled off in quick succession. It's just the Dorito 1. They're figuring it out slowly. It's a 2-2 point, so you don't want to rush it. It's fine to have a slow close in this situation.
Hats off to Ruthless also. They're fighting adversity here. They're losing guys. They're staying in this. They're fighting hard.
Ooh, catching one off the top of the break. We call that the commentator's curse, Steven.
Sorry, brother.
A pure commentator's curse is when you say someone's name and then they immediately get shot.
Well, we didn't know his name, so we
so it was just hats off to the organization and then you get shot.
Boom, in the face.
Yeah. So Jesters hanging out, talking. Ruthless blows the horn, and now we're going to see Paintball Fit, another 3-on-5.
Now, so this is the first time all tournament that Pbfit has been down. So
That's
I'm
correct.
very interested to see how they run this point. Are they going to go pocket? Are they going to run a snake? I think they got to run at least a snake corner, right?
You called it. Trent Mason coming back out there.
Of course. You got to play that, man. Shit happens.
I mean, it does make sense. I see your point, too, especially in this situation where you're already in. Let this guy work through it,
Yeah, you sit him, you lose one of your best. And, I truly do think that he's essential to their back line. I mean, their big 3 back there is
Colt, Trent.
It's a huge reason for their success.
Yeah.
I mean, their front guys do work also.
Yeah, Chavez plays so methodical over there on the Dorito side. He shoots people on his bumps a lot, which is really impressive to me at this level. They ran snake off the break last time when they were in a 3-on-5. Let's see what Paintball Fit goes with here. Down 1, 5-11 left. Brody looking like he's going to leg out to the corner this time.
That's like called. There it is. Catching a bounce in his pack. Is he trying?
He's asking for a check. Crisis with 5 alive.
Players hit.
Go
I'd be blowing the
conservative.
horn right here.
So they
2-on-5.
lose Brody Lukow running out to the corner, so it's a 2-on-5.
5 minutes of game time, right? You got to be aware of the clock on these.
Yeah, this shows. It's interesting. You're wondering if.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. There's the towel. Yeah,
a little late. That's 5 seconds. Sometimes that costs you the match.
Yeah. I wondered how long they were going to let that go. If it was maybe just I don't even know. You're down. You just got to blow the horn. You lose a body.
That's it. Be quick on the horn.
Down 2 though, with around 5 minutes left. Still plenty of time for Pbfit to come back. And it's easy to say, okay, we got 2 majors. We played 2 3-on-5. Now we got to come clawing back. I expect them to be confident coming out 5-on-5 now.
The Pbfit guys are just also great sports.
Yeah.
Honestly. You want to hate them, but you can't. They're just good people.
I love that. So now we're looking at Jesters and Ruthless Factory coming back out. 8 minutes left in this game. Still plenty of time for both teams.
Yeah, we got a good set here. Good paintball.
Yeah. Trevor Regan, number 4, has been doing a lot of.
Do you feel like from the games you watched yesterday, people are starting to kind of figure out the field? Go more vanilla, or
yeah, no, definitely. I think the style is when you have a kill off the break of not throwing any bodies away and having good zone control. The Jesters are going to lose the snake side tower off the break. I also think shots on the towers off the break are a critical advantage out here,
especially if you know that guy's going. He's on every point.
Yeah. So the Jesters now
capitalizing off that, going to the Dorito tower to shut down the snake.
Yeah, so the Jesters have no.
That opens up the Dorito side heavy for Ruthless. They should be flying down. They should be in the Dorito 4, Dorito 5, as they are. I believe it. I just saw that bunker wiggle. Yep. Okay, there's 50 Dorito.
50 Dorito for Ruthless, and another player coming off for the Jesters.
Good read.
Ruthless has kind of been lacking a strong Dorito side punch. We've seen most of their offense come from Trevor Regan on the snake side. We are a little snake side biased over here, calling it from this side of the field, though. Now Ruthless getting in. That's Hank Stump. He was on the Ironman recently. Saw him at practice at Camp Pendleton last weekend. But
Jesters on this outside Dorito, making sure that he doesn't come into their side. Smart move. It's basically the Dorito corner.
Ruthless down 1, needs a point. 7 minutes left. I think it's just the small Dorito and the Dorito can for the Jesters. Jesters player going to move into the big Dorito. Uncontested down the snake side. Comes Stump. He's going to get on the wrap. Oh, they have the snake can as well, I believe, the Jesters, but based on how that bunker's leaning. I think Stump just shot him in his back.
Should be.
Blows him up. The Dorito 1 for the Jesters is aware of someone coming through. He tries to switch and try to make a last-minute move, but it's not going to be enough. Hank Stump blows the game open from the snake side. And Ruthless is going to tie this game 3-3. 6:20-ish left on the clock. Talking to each other, figuring out the situation. Those are two former pros right there. Yeah, Regan, former Aftershock player. We've been calling his name a lot. And Hank Stump, very recently of the Ironmen. Who are Steven Schloss's favorite team in pro? Who's your favorite team in pro?
I don't play favorites. I got a lot of friends in the Ironman. Was really happy for them last minute. I really hope that they pull it together this today. They had a rough day yesterday. I mean, no game's easy, you know? Especially the longer you play as new players, the more the pro players can dissect you and figure out what it is to stop what they don't know.
Yeah.
It's the biggest advantage you have going into the pro division.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things to see up there. Like New Orleans Hurricanes had some success in their early events because they go up and no one knows what they do. I mean, there is tape on some of these teams playing semi-pro finals.
It's a different game.
It's a really different game, yeah.
People don't like to take risks. Honestly, Pbfit, that's why they're dominating semi-pro. They play the semi-pro ball perfectly.
Do. Play it really well after getting relegated last year. Currently sitting in first place in the standings, trying to make it back onto the pro field. Back to full strength in this point. They're going to run snake off the break with Brody Lukow. Not sure if he made it. They're also going to lose Trent Mason out of the snake side can off the break.
He's having a tough game.
Tough game for Trent Mason, but Brody Lukow getting into the 50 snake. Crisis does have the snake corner. Chavez getting into the Dorito 1 for Paintball Fit. That's number 19 for Crisis in the snake corner. Brody in the 50 snake looking inside. He's drawing a lot of guns in that spot. Trying to free up the Dorito side attack for Paintball Fit. Looking at Crisis's Dorito side. They got the Dorito Tower and the Dorito 1. It's Murray, number 19, in the snake corner for Crisis. Paintball Fit is also in the Dorito brick, looking inside, so that's going to prevent movement forward for Crisis on the snake side. I don't think he's shooting his
center. He's looking for it. He's making sure that he keeps the center up there.
So Paintball Fit,
which is really interesting because there's really nobody stopping Pbfit's Dorito side right now. They don't have a tower.
They just moved into the juice box over there on the Dorito side. No, the Dorito 4.
We have the snake side can, but that guy's got a far shot.
Yeah, the snake side can shooting inside, but now Paintball Fit starting to develop a Dorito side attack. They're at that big 40 Dorito, the Dorito 3, looking to get into the wall in the 50. Crisis's guns are tightly crossed, but Paintball Fit has the spots. Getting into Crisis's side of the field on the snake is Brody Lukow. I think Crisis knows he went there. He's going to wrap the inside. He might try to come into snake 1 and shoot this Dorito side tower. The Dorito side tower. Yep. Oh, wow.
Kept playing, man. You guys can't cheat like that on this field.
A minor. I think, the point, I think, is what he got it for. Standing up and pointing. And now Crisis coming into the snake and also moving off the Dorito side, capitalizing on the penalty. I don't know if there's anyone left for Paintball Fit. Crisis about to take a 3-point lead.
Love to see it. Honestly,
we got a
beating
ref.
themselves a little bit this match. You really don't see that often.
3 penalties in a row. A couple points where they had to start down a body. We got a crisis player puking on the field right there. That's number 19, Murray.
See it.
Yakking just pure liquid out there. A lot of passion and exertion happening out here. He's stumbling into the pit, taking off his pack. 37 seconds till the point here, and Jesters and Ruthless Factory in a really good back and forth tie game. We got a head ref who's slow to get up over here. He got shot in the face. I'm not sure what else happened. Not easy to be a ref. Looks like a little groin injury or something. Again, big ups to our refs out here. It's a very difficult job. It's starting to get hot. Actually, it's perfect paintball temperature out here. Coming into this one, Jesters, Ruthless Factory. Looking at the Ruthless breakout. Trevor Regan goes up into that Snakeside tower, looking cross to the Dorito side. We send Hank Stump to the Snakeside can, shooting heads up, running ref at the Jesters. No penalty, but they lose their Dorito 1 player off the break. Jesters with both cans now moving out into the Snakeside Aztec. Not sure there's anyone shooting that cross for... Oh, now Ruthless sends the Dorito 1. He's gonna... No, he's sort of on the cross, but it's too late because the Jesters are in the Snake now. Crawling straight into Snake 1. Looking to go all the way into the 50. Ruthless getting into the Dorito side wedge. I'm not sure they...
Too late.
Yeah, he doesn't know the Jesters got in there, I don't think. I don't think anyone saw him. A couple dings off that bunker now, but I think he eats the Snakeside can. Now the refs are calling him clean right now, but it's going to be tough to live in there for very long.
Missed his shot. You can live there as long as they're not far off the D's.
Now coming into the
tower
Ruthless side of the field.
Up here, as long as he takes the inside shot as he should.
Number 11 for the Jesters.
Ooh, they lose the snake can. So that
Pink Stump dying out of the snake can for... Ooh, and that'll be it for Regan in the tower. Catches the juice box on the wrap, and then it's going to come through. And oh, I think he's going to get caught. Oh no, trades with him. Trades with the Dorito 1. So that's a little 4-pack for number 11 there on the Jesters. Another Jesters player getting called out. But I think they're all alive, or enough alive to hit the buzzer.
Not sure what that was.
Number 11, that was Brett Erlinger in the snake right there. Pretty inexperienced player.
Playing ball. Honestly, being very patient with it.
Sorry,
He's usually coming from the back line into the snake. He's on a snake off the break guy.
Talking penalty on the Jesters there.
That makes sense. That's why we didn't see it.
Yeah, we're on top of everything over here.
We don't miss much.
Looking through my sheets over here, getting all dirty, trying to keep track of
Love
these names.
the handwritten notes.
Got the legal pad all splattered with paint with lots of rosters and names and nicknames on it.
That only you can read because that's chicken scratch.
Yeah, that's right. It's coded. Don't need spies catching what I'm putting down over here. It's valuable stuff.
They got cameras around here.
Dude, got cameras around here. All my secrets are out. Just yapping my mouth all weekend over here. So, Steven, what's the outlook for PMOB going forward? Double down on practice time? Are you making roster adjustments? Or
No, we're going to keep the same roster. I think that the big thing for us is we've only played together 11 days as this team. You know, a lot of us have played with each other. You know, I played on a team with Matt. I played on a team with John. A lot of ex-Hurricane guys, mixed with some Wreckage guys. So it's really just a matter of finding the gel. And we still haven't found it because we don't practice enough yet. And I think that we're all on board that in order to do this, you know, initially it was kind of this recreational team that we all wanted to go out there. We all wanted to play paintball still, but we didn't want to travel. We didn't want to put in every single weekend. But the goal was always to be competitive at Cup. We've never expected to win any of these events. That's not to say that we don't go out here and ball.
Right.
But that is the goal. So, you know, we're keeping that in the forefront of our vision and just taking the lumps as they come.
Tough to put a team together in the middle of the season, but it's good to see you guys growing one step at a time, hopefully with a strong showing at Cup. Now we're coming into this Paintball Fit, Carolina Crisis, Paintball Fit down 3. Interesting to see how they play with a big deficit. They leg out to the snake corner. They go to the snake side tower. That's Stewart shooting inside. They're mirrored up on the snake corner by Crisis. No one in the snake for either team. Paintball Fit and the snake side wedge.
Crisis calling snake. They got the call wrong. That might hurt them a little bit. And now Paintball Fit in both wedges. They're getting into calling it. That's Rogers, number 31, and snake 2 for Paintball Fit. They also come into the snake side brick. I believe that's Stewart. Crisis coming into the Dorito side wedge. He's going to try to key up on a 50 snake. He switches Dorito way right as Rogers is crawling into the 50 snake. Rogers first checking off that wedge, shoots it. He sees that bunker moving. He wants to catch him in the pack. Nothing showing yet. He's got his brick player there so he can feel comfortable that no one's going to bunker him. Snake side brick player Stewart calling a kill. Someone coming off for Crisis. Move is up the center.
Crisis has the snake corner in the Dorito 1.
Center player has the ball here.
I'm not sure what else they have. The wedge. Oh, Stewart comes in to Crisis's wedge. I'm not sure he shot the Dorito wedge, but the Dorito 1 dies.
They missed the corner, Phil.
No, the corner's been there. The corner's been there the whole game.
Well, that guy had no idea.
Yeah. Oh, there's another player on the Dorito side. I think there's a trade on the Dorito side. I think it's a 2-on-1 in Paintball Fit's favor. They have Chavez on the Dorito side and Rogers over here. Just 1 minute of game time, down 3. Crisis gonna launch. Does not catch him sleeping. Chavez puts a couple extra, and then he's gonna walk in with only 4:30. It's probably gonna be 37 seconds left on game time. They'll be down 2, 5-3.
I just don't agree on that move. I think that you gotta suck into that corner and you gotta take your lumps in that situation. You gotta burn up as much time as possible. You don't want to give them that.
You can cut, especially in a bunker like that, where you can come inside and try to catch that guy. And when you get scared and your spidey sense tingles for the guy on the wire, come over the top.
Over top. He's gonna come to you.
Yeah.
They made that a little too easy for, is it Rogers in the snake?
Yeah, Rogers, number 31 in the snake for Paintball Fit. So Crisis is probably going to take that one up too with 37 seconds left. And we'll see if Paintball Fit tries to pull some Russian Legion magic out here.
Yeah, I'm really interested. I've never seen them play fast points. I know that they can, but I've never seen what that looks like.
Right.
It was a little confusing. They went snake corner. I was expecting at least a snake off the break to just make that happen a little bit sooner.
So if you're Paintball Fit, do you try out your 30-second play? Try to see what it's like when you have 37 seconds left and you need a point.
I think you have to.
I think so too.
I think though what's going to be interesting is they are going to rely on their guns, and then you're going to see a quick release.
So now we're looking at Ruthless in New Jersey Jesters. Ruthless down 1. This has been a real back-and-forth match. 3:42 left on the clock, so plenty of time in this back-and-forth battle. It looks like Regan's going to try to run snake off the break. He's taking a couple spins down, probably to get his legs. Nope, he goes into the tower again, shooting cross on the Dorito side. Ruthless is going to lose their Dorito 1 player off the break. So 5-on-4 advantage for the Jesters. Their guns off the break have been good. Wow, 11, totally uncontested. Realizes that no one's slowing him down.
Well, did they shoot the Dorito 1 guy?
They shot the Dorito 1 guy, and the Dorito can wasn't on the cross.
Yeah, Dorito 1 was going to be on that zone.
Exactly.
They didn't read that.
Oh, but I think the Jesters lose their snake side can. However, Ruthless is going to lose another body trying to fill out Dorito way. Trevor Regan with a desperation attempt at a retreat. Just Hank stumped now on the snake side can for Ruthless. And they're going to blow the horn to go down 2 with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left. And the Jesters look coming on now, looking strong, getting their kills off the break, asserting their will on the snake side.
38 seconds of this.
38 seconds. Paintball Fit down 2 against Crisis. Win probability, they do that on ESPN. It's probably looking like
I think we're going to see a Texas, which we call
the Dorito side brick.
I think we're going to see that. We know that that's in their playbook. We know that it works out for them. I don't think that they're going to go far and wide on the Dorito side because they don't like risking that. That's my prediction. What do you see?
Yeah, I like a sneak off the break. I see a bench player in there, number 25 for Paintball Fit, who we never see or haven't seen yet. I don't want to be disrespectful. Yeah, I would say at least one. I would say the snake break and snake off the break. Brody going to that snake, and then just try and turn the field immediately, coming on to the Crisis side of the field, snake 2 on the wrap. Try to get a shot on the snake side corner because that's been Crisis's safety valve lately.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Snake off the break, but he gets shot in the Texas. You call? Oh, actually, no, he goes into the juice box.
Interesting, center juice box. But we're going.
And Chavez going for it. They are going for it here. Oh, number 20, whatever, coming through and getting shot.
Taking one with him.
So Trent Mason, that's not Trent Mason.
Ooh, but they don't have the snake to close this one out quick enough.
Right.
I think they're in trouble.
Oh, he gets peeled off and
that should be
called.
A penalty.
I think it's not going to be a penalty, but it's going to be.
It's going to be the
Crisis
game,
taking this one 5-3 against Paintball Fit. Paintball Fit had been pretty dominant out here. Coming into this one 3-0 with a couple mercy wins, but Crisis is going to get the better of them here for pride.
Man, I just don't. Paintball Fit complacent with losing the game from the back line.
Yeah.
So a lot of respect for those guys, but you got to go forward in that. You got to die on your swords.
It's an interesting thing though because they are going to move into Sunday, and if you're the coach, now you have a lot to talk about, right? We get to talk about the mistakes of that match and what we need to improve on. You know, if you go 4-0, maybe you get a false sense of confidence and people aren't holding themselves accountable or aren't being sufficiently critical of themselves, feeling like it's going to be an easy road deep into Sunday.
Yeah, I think if you look at the score, down by 2, started 2 games with 3. I think that penalty is costing that match.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. Now we're in another 2-point lead situation, but with much more time on the clock. Ruthless Factory, New Jersey Jesters. Jesters' guns off the break have really come alive here. And then they've been capitalizing off those kills off the break and getting deep into the snake. KCAV back out there after taking the last couple down.
Would love to see Ruthless up the center here. I think that's the play.
Yeah, I'd also love to see Trevor Regan run snake off the break. We haven't seen him do that in a little while. And as I say, there he goes, and he makes it. There's the center, too. That's Hank Stump, but he gets caught. K-Cav going to match the snake. Running ref in on the Dorito Tower player for Ruthless. Ruthless getting into the juice box on the Dorito side. So they have an attack from both sides. Then they lose that Dorito Tower, so just 3 left alive for Ruthless. Trevor Regan coming into the 50 snake. Can hear the gun in front of him. He has the snake corner behind him, pops the top, doesn't get a shot on him. And Jesters pounding the bounce shot. I'm not sure if he got shot down the wire or if that was the bounce shot. KCAV now taking over the 50 snake. Unchallenged real estate for him now. Gonna try to battle. No, not looking to battle down the wire with a 2-point lead. 2 minutes left, and Ruthless down to their last body. Probably got to blow the horn here and go down 3 points with about 2 minutes left.
That'd be the smart.
Chester's really taking control of this match.
Still no horn.
Yeah, I don't know if the Ruthless coach is
It's a player.
Yeah, no, but there is a coach down there. I see him in a tank top. The player comes over, and Malson, number 75, doing his coach's bidding, blowing the horn.
Yeah, that's always a tough line to ride.
Yeah, tough line to ride. Sometimes it goes the wrong way. We both had our idea of what Ruthless needed to do there. They got their kill off the break. They had the spots, but then a lot of deaths behind them.
Their issue was they could have had the Dorito side brick if they had the can on the snake side shooting inside for that guy. He had no help.
Right.
So it was just an uncontested zone that he had to run through.
And we're talking about a team that has not played together much at all, if at all. This is their first event together. So trying to win it individually rather than cohesive game plans from the full team. Sounds good. Coming here, 6-3, Ruthless Factory. They're in X-Ball now since the other match finished. So we got about a minute till the next point here. Who do you think's taking the semi-pro series, Steven? Paintball Fit in first. Blast Camp right behind them in second. Notorious a little bit behind. I think they're 40 points behind in third. And Distortion still in it. They're not eliminated. So those 4 teams, but Paintball Fit, the obvious favorite.
I'm going Blast Camp.
You're going Blast Camp.
Those guys just have a lot of heart. They have a lot of depth. Pbfit. There's no surprises, right?
Yeah.
So a good coaching staff
Yep.
should be able to lead you to victory.
What I love about Blast Camp, I was doing my research for this event, and you look at their team sheet on APPA, they all have the same score. They've all been playing together, you know? There's no pro with that 6,000 APPA score coming down. You look at those APPAs, it's all one team all the way up, and you know, there's a purity to that, which is kind of rare to see in this division, or at least seeing it on a successful team.
Yeah, I really love to see that. I think that it's rare nowadays where you see teams coming up, right? There's a lot of older people playing, you know, teams above 30 with maybe a 26-year-old on it.
Yeah.
And you're just not seeing an X factor come up, you know, with their young guys, 19, 22-year-olds. So I love to see Blast Camp. They're growing something from the bottom. Pbfit as well. Hats off to those guys. They put in a ton of work. I just think that Blast Camp maybe is a little bit more dynamic.
I think what was great about Pbfit too is, you know, they get knocked down from pro. I'm sure some of those guys had offers to stay pro. Instead, they keep their core together, battle through semi-pro together, and so far taking care of business in the division, sitting in first place.
Absolutely.
So about 15 seconds left coming into this one. Ruthless down 3 with 1:49. Still possible. You just got to start running. Jesters' guns have been good off the break. I want to say the last 4 points in a row they've gotten to kill off the break. Let's see what Ruthless comes with here. They go snake off the break, and they get a kill off the wide side on snake side. So
They got what they wanted.
Trevor Regan going to be uncontested down the wire here. Another Jesters player coming up. So 5-on-3 for Ruthless. 3 players coming off for the Jesters. Exactly what Ruthless needed right here. Coming onto the Jesters side of the field with the snake. Wrapping, shooting up that last player. And then having the poise to run in and hit the buzzer. I thought for a second the refs were going to throw overshooting on Stump because I heard them all saying, let him out. But they don't, which I like. And so now, Ruthless down 2, minute 24. Really helps their odds. Need 90 seconds left, 45 seconds per point. Doable out here.
Very doable, especially with this field.
Same recipe, right? You need to kill off the break, and you need deep penetration on one of those sides.
Yeah, you need to get outside, and you need to beat deep up the center.
Yeah. It's been interesting to see how people, you know, a lot of the intel coming out of the practices was it's a tough run out to the snake side. Snake side Aztec, snake off the break are tough. Teams that are having success running those are doing really well out here. Distortion in particular, I like what they're doing where Haber will stop at the box, shoot, and then do this delay run into the snake.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't do it too often, and they try to place it in moments when you're not expecting the snake off the break. When they don't go snake off the break, they go tower.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's snake or corner, right? So they lull those guns inside or other places, and then they do that delay run.
And now, is that the same player? Is that the same snake
Same
one
player.
That's
Same
smart.
player.
That's
Yeah.
very smart coaching.
And he's a really good gun battler and disciplined, so he can play that tower spot well. You know?
Hard to read.
Hard to read
what they're doing. That's the key here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that we've been seeing a lot more success going snake off the break than going into the God, the snake insert. I think it's just, we saw the Jesters just get shot out there. I think it's an easier shot because you got that of the guy diving in every time.
Yeah, and I don't like that God shot because then if you have that Dorito side tower or that wedge, it becomes very difficult to even make that bump. So you see guys get held up there. That happened in the Killers match. It's the same set of zeros. Seabass, former New England's Hurricanes player, gets caught in that God for about a minute and a half when the Killers needed 3 points. They ended up winning a point, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah, too easy to bully that guy.
Yeah. So now 5 seconds left. Ruthless going to need another fast point here. They're going to run Regan, snake off the break again. I think stops to adjust his mask, but makes it.
Very sketchy place.
Stump again, coming into the snake side brick.
From the 3.
So same game plan for Ruthless, but they lost their whole Dorito side, and all 3 guns are snake way, so the Jesters are uncontested on the Dorito side.
Here it comes.
Not looking good for Ruthless if the Jesters can take advantage. Guns shifting that
Stump
way.
could be first.
But it's just
There
60
it is.
seconds left. Stump gets killed. I think they're calling out that Jesters player.
Oh,
Another Ruthless player coming off, so that's going to be it for the Jesters, or for Ruthless, with Jesters putting another point on the board with just 40-ish seconds left.
Great read by the Jesters player. As soon as they killed that guy who was their way, he just capitalized.
Yeah, you love to see that, because oftentimes calling these games, right, the opportunity will present itself, but people wait too long. The Jesters right there jumped immediately and were able to take advantage and seal that victory. I mean, not over yet, but extremely high probability that the Jesters will win this one now.
Yeah, Jesters Dorito player. He's always scary to play against. Very good player.
Steven, what do you think about the health of paintball as a sport, since we have a minute 30 till the next point? You think it's growing? Are you doing your part to grow the sport?
I think we got to start calling it a game, honestly.
I love that.
I think you got to change the language of it, and we got to just call it what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from, the professional athletes out there. I just think that the more paintball is fun, the better off paintball will be to appeal to younger people to get in. And I think that by creating this very professional thing, it's so out of sight for young people to come up that they just can't even believe that they can do it.
Another situation I'd like your take on. Yesterday, Justin Cornell and I think it was Boyan on DMG get into the pain game and emptying each other's hoppers. Good for the sport, bad for the sport.
Great for the sport.
Love it too.
That's the stuff that gets you viral on social media.
Yeah.
Sport needs it. And also, you just got to let that happen.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be more of letting things happen, right? In hockey, they let the fights play out. That's a part of the sport. This game is very aggressive, and I think you got to lean into it, and you can't, excuse my language, but pussify it.
You got to allow for the spectacle, I think paintball hides its heart a little bit. They try to sanitize it for some imagined audience, but we all know what the truth of this game is.
We all do. We sure do. Been playing it all too long.
New Jersey Jesters now. 10 seconds left. Either team going to their bench. I think Ruthless has someone I haven't seen out there before. Regan. Yep, Ruthless running someone new out to the snake side. He makes it. Going all the way to the 50 snake. JT Blue Strap, he wants to get someone. Jester's losing a body. They got number 55. We haven't seen much of him out here on the snake side tower, wheeling and dealing, trying to stop a center push. But he gets clipped. So stomped in the snake side brick for Ruthless.
16 seconds.
16 seconds.
Need to beg for a penalty here on the Jesters.
Yeah, you want to just shoot him once and call major. Jesters in the snake corner, and the snake side can. Stump getting peeled off. 5 seconds left.
Party's over.
Party is over. New Jersey Jesters are going to take it 7-4 over Ruthless Factory. I don't believe they'll be moving on. Ruthless Factory certainly eliminated. Good effort from both these teams.
Great fight
Stump,
from Ruthless.
dapping people up. Love to see the handshakes out here, the good feeling between competitors. Lots of hugs. We're all having fun out here.
That is one thing about paintball that I think has gotten better is there's a lot less
hardo behavior.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of gotten to the place where this is this small niche game that we all play together, and there's so many similarities in between players, but there's also so many differences. But it's this that brings us together, and you have to respect that.
Yeah,
because it's not common.
We all share this weird passion, so we all understand something about each other that we don't get out in the wild, in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Some people wear it on their sleeves. They got the big social media presence.
This is not the real world.
yeah. This is bizarro paintball world. I'm not normally, pretending to be a sports broadcaster in my day to day.
He's a writer. I'm a filmmaker. Yeah. I think that's what's cool about paintball, though, in general, is everybody's got something going on outside of paintball. And I've been connected with so many people who I would have never met if it wasn't through this game. And that's really what keeps me here. It's not what happens on the field. It's just the camaraderie and the community that's built around paintball.
All the most interesting people I've met in my life have been through paintball, and I'm very grateful for that. Across class lines, across race lines, all different sorts are brought together by this weird sport that we're all addicted to. The feeling of it that you can get nowhere else, that feeling of absolute presence. They're asking us in the production if we want to throw it to break, but I kind of just want to keep chopping it up here with Steven Schloss all day.
Yeah.
So now this is just the Steven Schloss, Mike Jeffrey podcast. No, I'm kidding. We're going to throw it to break, throw some commercials. We got a lot of great games coming up this afternoon on the Premier Field out here at the NXL Windy City Open. Thank you so much, Steve Schloss from Preferred Mob, for joining me. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me, Mike. Great job out here.